The Tignon Law, passed in 1786 in French-controlled Louisiana, was a law that required women of African descent, both enslaved and free, to cover their hair with a headscarf or tignon. The law was enacted by the Spanish colonial government in response to the growing influence and visible wealth of free women of color, particularly in New Orleans, where they were known for their fashion and beauty. These women were allowed certain freedoms, and many were skilled tradeswomen or small business owners, which made them highly visible in society. The Spanish authorities, wanting to suppress the influence and prominence of these women, used the Tignon Law as a way to control their appearance and reduce their social standing. The law was specifically aimed at limiting the outward expression of wealth and status by mandating the headscarf, which was seen as a symbol of modesty and subordination. Women of African descent had to wear the tignon in public, which became a form of legal and social segregation. However, the law had unintended consequences. Instead of diminishing the women's status, many began to embrace the tignon as a form of personal expression and style. Women took pride in creatively decorating their headscarves, turning them into elaborate fashion statements. The tignon became a symbol of resilience and resistance, as these women used the law's restriction to create their own identity and express their individuality. Over time, the Tignon Law was largely ignored and eventually repealed in 1803, when Louisiana became part of the United States. While the law itself was short-lived, it highlighted the complex intersection of race, class, and gender in colonial society, and it also set the stage for the continued cultural contributions of African-descended women in the region. The Tignon Law remains a symbol of the ways that marginalized communities have historically used fashion and identity as tools of resistance.